So now that the tribes have officially swapped, everything changes. The numbers reset, the loyalties shift, and the ones who can read the room are usually the ones who will survive. I think this episode was a masterclass in what not to do when you land in the minority. So Jason and Matt found themselves on the wrong side of a 7-person tribe. It's the worst case scenario, and the only move here is really to blend in fast. But instead of building bridges, they were playing the game like it was still old Hina versus everyone else. If I'm in their shoes, I hit that beach like it's day one again. I'd be shaking hands, hugging, smiling, pretty much finding any reason to say, let's forgive the past. Let's forget the past, right? I want to work with you. And that's exactly what Sophie did. She read the moment, connected with the majority. She didn't set off any alarms, just honestly good vibes and gratitude. Matt, on the other hand, he found out the hard way at Tribal that while he was plotting, Sophie was building, deep connections. When awareness dies, so does your game. Matt's downfall came down to one thing: awareness. He wasn't having enough one-on-ones. He wasn't listening for subtle cues. Instead, he went for a flashy move, right? Trying to blindside Nate, a player sitting comfortably in the majority. And as soon as Nate caught wind of this, the plan just pretty much imploded on Matt, and he became the easy vote. And honestly, it didn't have to end that way. A simple pivot, like, I'll work with you if you keep me around, might have bought him another round, but I just think that was a pretty bold move for Matt to make when, the game is still really early and he hasn't built any real solid connections with anyone. And then he's just going out there and throwing Nate's name under the bus. Kind of crazy. Hey, quick pause. If you're enjoying the breakdown so far, it seriously would mean a lot if you hit that like button and consider subscribing, really, because it helps the YouTube algorithm push this video to more awesome Survivor fans like you guys. So while Matt's torch went out, the real players started to shine. Let's talk about Rizzo. And honestly, yeah, he might rub people the wrong way at first with his high energy third person hype. But beneath that, there's honestly some charm and strategy there. I do think he's likable, social, and now he has an idol. And let's talk about Nate, who is slowly becoming my number one, I think. He continues to impress. He's cool, he's calm, he's collected. His reads are really sharp. Honestly, I think he's too good. Survivor has a way of targeting the people everyone secretly respects, so he's definitely got to keep an eye out. Oh man, and then we've got Sage, the human wild card. You might cringe, you might laugh, but you know what? She's authentic, and honestly, I dig that. Meanwhile, Shannon continues to quietly build her halo of innocence. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't buy it. Not fully anyway, because there's something really dangerous about a player who looks too pure for the game, because those are the ones who you never see coming. And I freaking love Jawan's pure joy walking into Tribal. He looked like a kid at Christmas, I love that. Oh, and Sophie, the fruit comment at the challenge, probably not a great idea. And honestly, I'm not a big fruit guy either, but I'd be all about that fruit if I hadn't eaten anything in days. So what comes next? Well, Jason's next move is crucial because he's really got one more chance to prove he's a team player before the numbers crush him. And yeah, the merge might still be a few episodes away, but this is, where the end game begins. The cracks are starting to form, and honestly, it'll ultimately decide who controls the game. So before we wrap this up, I want to share one thing with you guys that I really honestly think you're gonna love. So I host a podcast right here on this channel, and it's called The Survivor Effect. I sit down with past players to unpack what Survivor really does to you. And it's a side of the game that fans literally never get to see. And since I'm applying to play this game myself, these episodes dive into the entire journey from applying to surviving while they're out there, and then, to the process of coming back home and trying to adjust back to real life. So if you're applying to be out there too, or honestly you just love exploring the deeper psychological side of Survivor, check it out right here.